Let's move to our next topic, that is methods of separation. Again, separation means separation of substances, but for doing this process we have lot of options regarding the methods. So methods of separation varies from substance to substance. Like if you are going to separate solids from the solids only, then the methods are different. If you are going to separate insoluble solids from the liquid, then the methods are different. Insoluble means the things which do not get up mixed with the liquid. And next, if you are going to separate soluble substances from the liquid, soluble substances means the things which get mixed up with the liquids, then you have to undergo with the different methods. So let's discuss about the methods that involves the separation of solids from the solids only. So under this, sieving, handpicking, threshing and winnowing are the methods that you can go for according to the mixture. So let's come to our first topic, that is handpicking. So under this method, handpicking, as the name indicates, picking up the undesirable things with the help of hand. In this method, the undesirable solid substance is separated from the useful substance by hand, and it is very clearly shown in this picture in your book, like stones are being picked up by the man from the rice using his hands. So this is called hand picking method, and we also did activity regarding this. Next, it is used to separate components of mixtures when the undesirable solid differs from the useful components in shape, size and color. So it means that handpicking is possible only if the undesirable things looks totally different in shape, size or color from the desirable substance. The method is applicable only when the undesirable solid is present in small quantities and the quantity of the mixture is also not very large. For example, your mother handpicked stones from pulses before cooking. So if the mixture is in a small portion, in a small quantity, and the undesirable solids are also in small quantity, only in that case the handpicking is possible. Next, move to sieving method. Sieving means to sieve the things. So let's read out. This method is used to separate the components of a mixture which differ in size. So sieving method is based on the size of the sieve, size of the holes of the sieve. A sieve with appropriate hole size is used in this method. The size of the holes in the sieve depend on the size of the components to be separate. So one thing is very clear, that while doing the sieving method you have to be very careful while choosing the sieve. While choosing the sieve you have to be careful that the holes of the sieve should be smaller than the size of the component. For example, sieves with the bigger pores are used at the construction sites to separate the stones and pebbles from the sand. Sieve with fine pores are used to separate the bigger particles in the floor. Your mother uses a sieve to separate wheat bran from a floor. Again, it's the time for activity. Let's watch it. So this is a sieve. आपने ये देखा ही होगा. Everybody is having this at home. This is a gram flour and I'm going to do the sieving method for you. See, sieving method is possible only if you have selected it very wisely. The holes of the sieves should be smaller than the size of the undesirable substances. Otherwise, it will be pass out easily from the sieve and sieving process will not be done properly. So you can see small pebbles I'm left with. Fine. And here I'm left with flour. After the sieving process, desirable substance I have got separated out from the undesirable substance. So selection of sieve is very important, that how the holes of the sieve are chosen according to the size of the impure substances. Now it's your turn. You have to repeat this activity with wheat flour and pulses. Take a bowl of wheat flour, put a handful of pulses in it. Put this mixture on a sieve. Move the sieve back the fourth. You will observe that the wheat flour passes through the sieve and the pulses are left behind on the sieve. Let's move on to the next method, that is threshing. What is threshing? Threshing means to separate the grains from the stalks. As it is explained in this picture, you can see in your book also, the ladies are beating the stalks on the harder surface. This wood log is taken as harder surface and they are beating the stalks so that grains can be easily separated out from these stalks. This is called the threshing method, and it can be done by three ways. It is a process of separating grains from their stalks by beating the stalks with the sticks or by allowing bullocks to trample. Trample means to walk. They allow the bullocks to walk on the stalks, or by using machines, right? This method is particularly used in agriculture fields. In big fields, threshing is done by using threshers or by combine harvesters. Here we have read that by using machines also. This threshing is done by hands, by manually. Here combine harvesters, machines like combine harvesters are used for the threshing process. Using threshers or combine harvesters is an economical and a more efficient way. So students, I want you to pause this video and read this paragraph by your own. I hope you have read this paragraph. Now let's move on to the winnowing method. Winnowing means once we have separated the grains after the threshing process, still small, lightweight, undesirable products are also found along with the grains. At that situation, we need to separate them. Let's read out. It's the method of separating lighter components in a mixture from the heavier ones with the help of force or wind. So one thing is very clear, that this process is done with the force of air or wind. Like this lady is doing the winnowing process. It is done in the presence of air, and lighter undesirable things are collected in the direction of flowing of wind. Now here you can see two pictures. In one of the picture, hand picking method is shown, and in another picture, winnowing process is shown. This lady is doing the winnowing process. You can see the wind is blowing and the lighter weight components are getting collected over here, and heavy grains are being collected here. So this heap is of grains and this heap is of chaff. The chaff means the lighter components present in the grains, and with the help of the wind and in the direction of the wind, they are getting collected at this side.